Today we're gonna do another video where we try out a bunch of different viral TikTok trends, and I let you know if they're worth it, if they're worth the hype, if they're as good as they say they are. And this one is especially exciting because I'm just gonna be doing TikTok viral recipes in this video, and I am so excited. Okay. Oh no, I'm so scared to move it. No, I wish you could smell this. Are we joking? The girlies were onto something with this one. I've tried a couple of these in the past in videos and they always usually turn out pretty good, so I feel like these are all gonna be a home run, dare I say. One of my favorite things to do is test out these viral recipes because there's like so much hype around them for a short period of time and then like no one ever tries them again, like the feta pasta in 2020, who remembers that? In this video we're gonna try out 3 different recipes. I am keeping my fingers crossed for these. The first recipe is going to be a cottage cheese wrap that I'm seeing everyone use. You know, cottage cheese is really having her moment right now.
I am literally so blessed to be here.
So there's a way to make cottage cheese, mix it with things and turn it into like almost like a bread or like a tortilla for like a wrap or a sandwich. So I'm excited about that one. We're also gonna try, finally, I've been wanting to do this forever. We're gonna try out the viral marshmallow popcorn. Yeah, you heard me right. It's basically like a Rice Krispie treat, but with popcorn instead of Rice Krispies. I can't wait. And then finally, we're gonna try out the very, very viral pistachio, kind of famous in Dubai chocolate bar. We'll get more into it, but I am so excited to try these out. I am so hungry. We have so very much to cover in this video. I hope it inspires you to try one of these recipes out, or you can use me as your test guinea pig to see if you want to try it yourself or not. But I have a good feeling, so let's get started and make these viral TikTok recipes and see if they're good or not. So the first one, as I mentioned, is the viral cottage cheese wrap trend. You essentially mix cottage cheese and eggs together, you bake it in the oven, and then it becomes like a vehicle for a sandwich to enter your mouth, which I'm excited about. I love a wrap moment for lunch. I am a wrap girly, so we'll see if it ends up being good or not. It's also a great way to get an extra protein. That's kind of the main thing for me, is like a lot of the tortillas and stuff that you use don't really have any protein in them. So if this is good, I'm gonna be very excited about it. All right, we got the oven preheating behind us, and here are the ingredients that you're gonna need. You're gonna need 1 egg, you're gonna need about a cup of cottage cheese, salt and pepper, and then some people recommended sprinkling the top with some everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, but use what you have. Essentially, our steps are gonna be that we take the cottage cheese, put it into the blender, mix it up with the egg, blend it up, season it, lay it on a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and then bake it at 400 degrees for I think 25 minutes. And then it's supposed to create this beautiful wrap. So let's get started. I'm actually not a cottage cheese girly at all. It kind of grosses me out, but when it's blended, it's not so bad. So I'm gonna do about that much, a little less than a cup. Or maybe I'll just do it. Then we're gonna take our 1 egg and crack her in there. Some people use 2, but I'm just gonna go with 1 because the recipe of the girl that I watched who said she perfected this recipe said she only uses 1. So here we go. Beautiful. Would help if the cap was off. And now we're gonna pop the lid on this bad boy and blend it up. Is that too much? I don't know. Oh, one of my hairs is in here. That's good. It's quite frothy, I will say. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you blend up an egg. And it's a lot more liquidy than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, it is looking similar. So far, so good. And now we will sprinkle some everything but the bagel seasoning on top and pop her in the oven. Bye girl, we'll see you in 25 minutes. It's time. I can hit those Mariah Carey notes, I would. Okay, well, I think I know what happened. I'm pretty sure it's because this baking sheet is like not even. So it kind of like tilted to this side. So this one got a little burnt, and then this is a little thicker than usual, but I think we can salvage it. Let's let it cool, but here's what it's looking like. We'll let it cool and then maybe we'll cut a little bit of it off. We'll see. I'm a little nervous. I feel like it's potentially breaking. Oh no, it's fine. Wow. It definitely looks to me more like a very thin scrambled egg, or just like an omelet. It doesn't really have that much crisp, except obviously at the parts that were burnt. I will say if I didn't have that particular baking sheet, I think this would have turned out great. It's just like not 100% even. It's like slightly thicker over here, but it's still pretty thin and like it looks pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna break off these crispy bits and then we'll just try to roll it up. So I'm gonna make myself like a little chicken wrap. How am I gonna do this? I'm scared. I'm not really sure what I'm in the mood for, but I'm thinking like barbecue chicken. So I'm gonna do just a tiny drizzle of light mayo. I'll do a tiny bit of spinach, because you know, health. And we will also add some shredded chicken. This is just like pretty plain, like almost rotisserie style chicken, but we will add more. Don't you worry, nobody panic. Then we will add our barbecue sauce. I personally am a Sweet Baby Ray's girl. You'll have to let me know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments, you know?
Sweet Baby Ray's, the Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's is very good. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. We have just applied the Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's. Maybe throw some Sweet Baby Ray's on the ribs and take it from there.
We gotta do a pickle, you know? I got these little sandwich style pickles. I just feel like a barbecue sandwich has to have a pickle. I would prefer this with like a Colby Jack cheese or something, but again, the wrap is the cheese. So here I go. Okay, it is bending. I'm so scared. That is not bad. That is so much better than I thought. Like, it really looks like a little wrap. How cute. Okay, let's see. Ooh. I feel like this is just, I just have a gut feeling this is gonna need more barbecue sauce. So we need to not drop this barbecue sauce and then also to have some emergency dip on the side. Bon appetit. This is delicious. It kind of just tastes like I'm eating a wrap. Like, look at that. That is so cute. Honestly, the girlies were onto something with this one. I'm honestly gonna give it like a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I'm deducting 0.5 is because it takes a long time to make it. But it's real good. I think we're starting off pretty strong. I'm gonna go eat the rest of this now. I'm very happy. Next up, we have the viral marshmallow popcorn, aka popcorn Rice Krispie treats, whatever people are calling them, and I could not be more excited about this one. I've had this saved for what feels like a really, really long time. I don't remember when exactly this went viral, but it feels like forever ago to me, and I have had it saved for so long, and I just haven't gotten around to it. You make it exactly like you would Rice Krispie treats, so you melt some butter and marshmallows in a pan, you fold in the popped popcorn, and voila. Like, what could be better? Sweet and salty combo, mwah. I am so very excited about this. I literally cannot wait any longer, so let's make it and find out what it's like. All right, for this one, it is so super easy. You're just gonna need some popcorn. I have to do Pop Secret movie theater butter. Like, no matter what brand, it has to be movie theater butter, you know? You're also gonna need marshmallows. I like to use mini marshmallows for Rice Krispie treats and things like that because they melt a lot more evenly and better, and then some butter. Listen, use as much butter as your heart desires, I suppose, right? That should be good. Yes, this is probably, to me, one of the best smells in the entire world. I am so happy right now. The smell that is coming from this, unbelievable. All right, and once it looks like this, it's completely melted, we are gonna fold in our popcorn. I'm so excited. Yes. Okay. Yes! The one thing I was like a little bit nervous about is that, is it gonna get soggy after it's been kind of tossed around in the hot marshmallow juice. So we'll see, but so far it is looking delish. It's like, this is porn. This is absolutely out of control. My mouth is quite literally watering. I am obsessed. Okay, we can't wait any longer. I guess I'm just going in with my fingers, because like, what else are you gonna do, you know? You can put this, by the way, in like a baking dish like you would Rice Krispie treats and then cut them into squares. I may end up doing that, but for now, we gotta just test it as it is, baby. Nice and warm. All right, here we go. Oh my God, it's so good. The popcorn does lose some of its crunchiness being folded up in like the butter and marshmallow mixture, but it doesn't make it like any less enjoyable. It's still really, really good. I'm sure if I like ate it as soon as I was folding everything in there, then maybe it would be a little bit different, but it is still so good. And like this, you know, marshmallow pull, I don't know, you know how there's like cheese pulls, but like this marshmallow pull is crazy. The flavor, 10 out of 10. It is phenomenal. You have to try this. I'm not just saying that. 15 out of 10. Like a little raccoon.
I love raccoons.
Digging through the trash. And then last but not least, we have the ever viral pistachio Dubai chocolate bar. I'm not sure of the exact name for it. If I can find out, I'll put it on the screen here, but I have seen so many different iterations of this chocolate bar. I think people are kind of just taking the Dubai chocolate bar as an inspiration and then kind of going from there. So this one is definitely the one that I'm the most excited about, but the most nervous about, because a lot can go wrong with tempering chocolate and all that. And it looks so insanely delicious. Like, I can't begin to describe how good it looks, and like the thought of a chocolate bar being filled with something really crunchy and like buttery, this is the one that will break my heart if it's not good. I will be very, very upset about this because I have been waiting for so long. So the moment is finally here. We're gonna make it together. Fingers crossed for me that it turns out all right, and let's do it. All right, for this one, it is definitely the one that has the most ingredients, but it is the one that I'm most excited about, like I said. So starting off, you're gonna need a chocolate mold. I just purchased this silicone one from Amazon. A lot of people have been buying much deeper molds so they can fit more filling inside, but I wasn't able to find any that were like gonna ship to me anytime soon. So we've just got this one, and maybe we'll make like 3 or so, I don't know. You're gonna need some chocolate, obviously, to melt. So I have some semi-sweet chocolate chips that we already had, and then I also ordered some British chocolate because it is the superior chocolate. So I got some dairy milk. So we're gonna chop those up, add them together. You're gonna need pistachio butter. I got the creamy kind, but I suppose you can get whatever. And you're gonna use pretty much this whole thing. You're also gonna add a splash of tahini. I got like a squeezable tube because that's amazing. Then you're gonna need this ingredient, which is dried and chopped kadayif. I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation, but it's also known as, I believe, kataifi, katayif, kadayif, and kadaifi. And this is a dried and kind of shredded, very thin phyllo pastry. And here it is. Wow. Listen, this was expensive, and I had it shipped on Amazon just for this. I have no doubt that we will get through this if this is good. And then last but not least, for a little bit of pizzazz, a little something fun, I'm gonna do some gold edible flake, but you can use whatever. I've seen people drizzle like white chocolate, I've seen people do nothing, but I'm gonna, you know, paint a little bit on and have some fun with it. So we're gonna do our best to keep it as close to the inspo as possible, but it is inspo. It's not supposed to be like an authentic, exact dupe or anything, but I am curious. So let's do it. Starting off, we're gonna put a little bit of gold flake on this chocolate thing. I've never done this before, so pray for me. Honestly, this stuff is kind of weird. Isn't the whole point though that it's like imperfect? So I can get it okay. That was too much. That was too much. What do I do? Am I supposed to use this much? I have no idea. So we got a little gold flake happening there. A little fancy schmancy. All right, so we'll do a little bit of semi-sweet chocolate chips and then a little bit of milk chocolate. I kind of just want to mix them together. I want a multiple chocolate experience, but use whatever chocolate you want. All right, I'm gonna take my chocolate. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of coconut oil in there just to, you know, make sure it doesn't seize up. And then we're going to pop it in the microwave. That's just how I do things, but if you want to temper it on the stove or whatever it is you want to do, I'd say go for it. I may actually do closer to like 2 teaspoons. We're not going to talk about my messy microwave either. We'll do 30-second increments. All right, we got our melted chocolate, so I'm gonna put a little bit of it at the bottom of these, only basically just to like barely line it, because you don't want to put too much chocolate. You want like a lot of filling, and this is a quite shallow chocolate dish, so we're just gonna drizzle it and hope for the best. Okay, we're gonna stick this in the fridge and then make our insides. All right, now we have the magic ingredient. Got some oil heating up back there. I wasn't sure if you're supposed to do oil or butter, so I did oil. This is so much. And we're gonna toast this to like a nice golden brown. Okay, I'm scared. All right, we got them all nice and toasty. They're kind of like a golden brown, so we're gonna dump it all in this bowl and then dump all of our other ingredients. Listen to that crisp. All right, to our bowl, we are gonna add this entire tub of pistachio butter. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Okay, now we'll do our little bit of tahini in there as well, and we'll mix her all up. Now that these chocolates are like halfway filled, I'm not gonna have a lot of room for filling. So just keep that in mind if you are thinking about making this, you know, maybe buy one of the deeper chocolate molds. Okay, here we go. We're not gonna be able to put that much in there, I don't think, but we'll fill all these up, just go from there. All it needs is a little chocolate on top to hold it all together. I mean, this looks pretty similar to the other ones I've seen on TikTok, so I'm hopeful. Maybe I can really pile this on. All right, and to finish it off, we will just add some chocolate over the top and hope for the best. I'm a little scared, but I'm trusting the process. All right, these are so full, it's actually scaring me. So these are gonna go right back in the fridge and then we'll see when they're done. All right, it has been way too long and I can't wait any longer. We have the finished chocolate bars, which, like, you know, to be fair, I definitely overfilled, but that's okay. We're gonna work with it. I think I might just like give a couple little guide cuts here just because I really did the most. There we have it. Oh, that was actually like really great. Okay, I'm scared. What am I doing? I'm nervous. I've been waiting for this moment. It already feels like it's melting. Oh no. Oh, it's stuck. What is happening? I'll try from this side. Okay, I see what I did. Okay, so basically when you're pulling it up, you see how like it didn't, I don't think I put enough chocolate on the bottom, so it didn't really like adhere. And I don't really think like anywhere on the top or the bottom or the sides are touching, so I think it's like 2 floating layers of chocolate with filling in the middle. Okay, I'm just going for it. Here I go. This is too dire to film right now. Okay, so, you know, it's all right. Okay, here we have it. You know, I really like the gold flake. I think it makes it look really nice and fancy and expensive. It does look homemade, I will say. I've never made a chocolate bar before, and I just was way too confident. So maybe I needed to be humbled a little bit more, I'm not sure, but let's give it a taste test. I gotta crack it open, and then we gotta see what it tastes like. Oh, it looks pretty good. It all boils down to this moment. Cheers. The crunch is 10 out of 10. The combo of the chocolates together, also 10 out of 10. The filling is like borderline savory, but I think I like it. At first I was like, I don't know, but I think it balances it out really well, because if it was too sweet, it'd be like sickly, you know? That crunch. Do I think it's worth waiting like 2 hours to make this and buying all the expensive ingredients and like assembling everything all together only to kind of think it's sort of good? No, not really. But if you've been curious, go for it. So I'm gonna give this like 9 out of 10. Honestly, not bad. Still glad I tried it though. So let me know your thoughts on these viral TikTok recipes. If you have any other ones that you want to see me try out, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see me do more of these videos, because I think it's really, really fun every once in a while. You know, we've kind of gone through like some of the viral like fashion trends or the viral hacks or the super like influencer heavy promoted viral products, and now we're kind of getting more into recipes. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.